and welcome back. Okay, so let's continue here and display our blog posts. So let's see a few things we can adjust here before we begin. So let's go to the blog controller first. So here I'm going to go to the controllers, blog.php. And in here, I want to change a few things. For example, the table we are reading from is blogs. So I'll change this part here to blogs. Okay, great. And then we're not reading from the description. So I'm just going to, wait, what is this? Yeah, I'm just going to change that description to title. Title, I like that. Okay, great. We're doing great so far. Page title, blog. Okay, that's okay. Now, one thing we really don't need is the slider stuff, because this is for the home page. So delete all this slider content out of here. We do need the categories, so let's leave that there. And then the thing is, when we read our data from the blogs here, let me just add here order by ID descending, so that it starts with the very last post at the top. We're going to add some pagination, of course, so don't worry. The thing is, this one creates a thumbnail square image, but the blog itself, this image isn't a square image at all. So I would rather get the dimensions of this image right here. So let me just find out where this image is by right-clicking and getting the, for some reason I can't see the image info whatsoever. Save image as, copy. This is ridiculous. Anyway, what I will do is inspect the element instead. Inspect, shall we? Then I'll look for the path right here. It says it's in public, assets, eShop, images, blog. Okay, great, I got you. So I'm going to go to my Sublime Text instead and find it from there. So I will go to public down here, assets, eShop, images, blog. And so there's blog 2, that's the image right there. So what I will do is right click and say open containing folder. And there we go. So what I'm looking for is the resolution of this image, and it seems to be 866 by 396. 866 396. Okay, hopefully I'll remember that. 866 396. Great. So let's go to our image class now. Inside, this is inside the models image class.php. So we want to modify this get thumb post right there. So what I will do is just duplicate it. Before I forget, I want to change the resolution first. So say 866 396. 396. Can't hold that forever. Okay, so instead create thumbnail for blog post. Let's write blog post image. And let's change this because we can't have two similar functions. Let's just add blog there. Just throw in a blog, and that makes it a different function. But everything else will stay exactly the same. So no biggie there. Okay, great. So once we have that, maybe here for post thumb, we can put blog as well, like so, just in case. Alrighty then, great. Now I can go to my, let me close the image itself. Now I can go to my views in blog.php. So this is inside views, eShop, blog.php. This is where the blog is itself. But before I do that, let me go back to the controller and change this one here. Inside the rows, this one, we add blog there in the middle. Everything else remains the same. Of course, what else can change here? Image. No, looks good. Very interesting. Now that we have all that, it means we have rows that are ready to be displayed. So let's see if we refresh and not get any errors. Clearly we didn't get any errors, but that loading showed me that we got some cropping going on there, which is awesome. But then let's display our content here. Now this is a repeated content here, so let's go to our blog.php inside views, and then there's a blog post area here. There's a single blog post, that's the one I'm looking for. So let's leave a gap there, and let me copy this single blog post from there and put it here like so. Yep, so that I can see where the blog post starts. Select that div, then it will show me the other corresponding ending div, and I'll put that there and put the word end. Okay, so this in the middle here is a single blog post, but we have single blog posts everywhere here as well. So let's delete this, we don't need that, out. Select that, look at the ending, delete that. Let's leave the pagination be, we don't have a quarrel with that one. All we need now is we can obviously send this post into a single file. This is good if you're going to be displaying the same posts over several pages. It would be a good idea to shift them to a separate file, so you just include the file. But for now, we are not doing that. So let's just add a PHP and ask ourselves if one of those variables is set, which is rows, that's what we're looking for, and is an array, because it's very possible for it to be a value of false. So let's do that. Full colon, do that. And then down at the very end, let's add end if. I'm going to say end if semicolon, close that. Okay, so I'm going to grab everything in between here and push it inward for once. Boom. Okay, so there we go. I will push it one more time inward. Boom, because I want to add a loop over here. So instead of end if here, I'll push that end if and say end for each. Okay, and then I will do the same at the top here, duplicate that, push it in for a bit and change this to for each. So this is for each rows, and instead of those and, we'll put as row, like so. Okay, good. So far so good. If I run this now, I'm just going to get a repeat of the same post, which is good, to show the number of posts I actually have in the database. So all I need to do now is replace these things here. So let's start by replacing a few of these. For example, the title here, so row. So instead I'll put PHP tags, I'll put an equal sign there, put row, and it's going to be row title, like so. Very nice. Let's see that in action. A final title, a new title, one more post, how to make a burger too. So it's working clearly. So what I will do is copy exactly this, and what do we need here? So there's the post itself here, down here where there's the text. So I'm going to select all the text and just paste that, change title to post. What else do I need to change? The image. So the image is right here. So I'm going to replace all this with, of course, image, like so. Yes, image. Now it's not inside assets anymore, it's inside root, like so, because that's where our uploaded files go. So here I don't need to close and open again, I can just put a dot to connect the two, and that should do for now. So let's refresh. Okay, great. Seems like things are working now. So we have a blog post here. We have a description. We have read more, even though it doesn't exist yet. Yeah, pretty good. But there's a date here, right there. December 5, 2013. Pretty old, eh? But then there's 1:33 p.m. December. So we have to put this data into consideration. So how do we do that? Let's come back here and let's post something. First of all, I want to replace the time. So paste here like so and put date there. Now remember, date saves the date and the time, but we just want the time itself. So how are we going to do that? Well, I'm glad you asked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put date here, like so, date, and then I'll put a string which would describe, and put a comma here. The string would describe, well, let me close that before I forget. It will describe what we want. So we just want the hour, which is h, separated by dots. This separator can be anything. Can be a dash, can be a letter, can be a number, really anything. So even a space. But let's put those to make it look more like time. So hour, minute is I, S small letter is second. Now keep in mind that the hour is capital. But that's enough. I just want the hour and the minute, not the seconds. And then I want AM or PM, so I'll put A space and then A, like so. But then it doesn't take this date format as a parameter, so we have to convert it to a Unix timestamp. So we'll use the value string to time. We have to turn it into number of seconds. So I'll close that like so. That should work out. So back here and I will refresh and you see it says 11:43 a.m. What about here? 11:44. Yeah, so you can see there's a actual time being shown here. Let's change this December 5, 2013 as well. So it's the same system. So I'm going to copy this and put it here. Paste. But we don't want time now. We want the date. So December will show 3. We'll put capital M for the month, like so. So if I just put that M right there, it's just going to show the month. So you see it says May. May. Great. Seems like it's working. But then we want a comma, and then we want the year, like so. So capital Y, because we want the year with 4 digits, like so. So there's no space there, so let's put a space there just so. But then we want the day as well, so let's put a small letter D, because we want it to be so you see May 27, 2021. Now if you wanted to know whether it's 27th or 1st, to put that ST or th there, you can just put small letter J and then capital S, like so. And that should do it. So refresh. It says 27th. Oh, sorry, I forgot the D there. So the J represents the day. So there we go. 27th. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so far so good. We're at least displaying the posts. Now we need to be able to display a single post by clicking on it to see other things. So far so good. We go to the shop, we got the contact, we got the blog. Very nice. See you in the next video.